Good morning. Impunity has become one of Mexico's most pressing issues. Its impact affects everything, from local businesses to large-scale foreign investment, from small-town elections to this year's presidential race. In this following interview, Alejandro Hope, a security analyst, discusses the grave consequences of a government that only investigates less than 10% of the homicides reported in the country. After years of bloody conflict in the north part of the country, there has been a reduction in the number of homicides for 5 straight years. That's until now that we've seen a sharp rise in states like Durango, Chihuahua, or Sinaloa. Why is this happening?
It has to do with the weakening or the relative weakening of the Sinaloa cartel as a result mostly of the extradition of Joaquin El Chapo Guzman. An additional challenge, which is the rise of the Jalisco New Generation cartel, which is now probably the largest criminal organization in Mexico, in a situation where basically no homicide is investigated. Peace is very fragile.
How could this trend affect Mexican President Enrique Peña Nieto's party, the PRI, in the upcoming election in 2018?
Very few elections are won or lost on security. Why? Because it's not easy for a common citizen to know who's responsible for his or her security. It's not easy to build a narrative that goes from the daily concerns of citizens to the responsibility of any specific political actor. That could change, of course, next year, but I'm somehow doubtful.
And how might the new security policies impact in the relations between the U.S. and Mexico?
It's unclear what are their priorities with regard to Mexico beyond, building a wall and stopping migrants. Policy of the Trump administration has not been probably fully fleshed out. What I think will be lacking is a strategic framework for this relationship. And that probably will not change until the political climate changes in both countries. So we probably will have to wait until at least 2019 or even later than that.
Moreover, the rising tensions between the U.S. and Mexico have undermined the possibility of forming a framework to curb the impact that violence could have on the upcoming election.